Hello, thank you for checking out A1 Math, and today we're looking at reading a dot plot. So let's begin. Alright, it says here the student in one social studies class was asked how many brothers and siblings they have. The dot plot here shows the results. And then down here it asks these three different questions. How many of the students have 6 siblings? How many of the students have no siblings, and how many of the students have 3 or more siblings? So it wants to test your ability to actually read the dot plot. So remember that this is basically the list of how many siblings you have. So this is 0 siblings, 1 sibling, 2 siblings, 3 siblings, 4 siblings, 5 siblings, 6 siblings. And this is reflecting how many people have that particular amount of siblings. So it's saying 3 have 0, 3 has 1, 3 has 2, 6 has 3, and so on. So make sure, and it's tricky, but you just got to keep that in mind when you read each one of these questions. So it says here, how many of the students have 6 siblings? Okay, so basically you go, alright, well this is the list of the siblings here. Alright, we only have 1 dot for 6 siblings. So the answer to that is 1. Then it says, how many of the students have no siblings? You might think, oh, there's no, but don't. You got to say, alright, this is the list of siblings, the amount of siblings. The one that's 0 is here. How many dots do I have for 0? And that's 3. Alright, this last one is how many of the students have 3 or more siblings? Okay, so this is 3, and this was 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so we will count all the dots beginning with having 3 or more. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So you've got 11 students that have 3 or more. Okay, now something else you want to keep in mind about a dot plot is being able to determine other different things. So for instance, we'll take a look at this data here, and we can visually see it now. And we can see that it's not symmetrical. It's not even on both sides. Okay, it's skewed. Well, we need to be able to determine whether it's skewed right or skewed left. So since you got smaller amount of data to one side, that's where the skew is going, where the smaller data is. So since it's smaller data to the right side, this is skewed to the right. Okay, so be aware of that, being able to determine whether something is skewed to the left, skewed to the right, or symmetrical. Also, keep in mind of this, when you have things that when you're looking at the mean and median and comparing the two, you want to be able to understand that if your data is skewed, it's going to alter the mean and the median as far as where they are. So if your data is symmetrical, your median and your mean are going to be pretty much centrally located. But once it gets skewed, your data is no longer centrally located as far as your median and mean they're not in the same spot. So what you want to be able to determine is whether your mean is going to be lower than your median or not. Okay, so your median is going to be in the center part of where most of your data is. And the center part of where most of your data is kind of sort of in here. But your mean won't be. Because of the skew, it's going to pull your mean up. And your median will be less than your mean when it's skewed right. And vice versa. When it's skewed left, the median will be higher than your mean. So that's also some good information that you need to know. But that is being able to read a dot plot. I want to thank you for checking out A1 Math. Have a nice day.